Hello, my fellow story lovers. Welcome. I am so happy that you stopped by Story Molder. I am Vern, your storyteller, with another wonderful story to enlighten your day. Today, I will share a story told in a way that I like to tell it. So what do you do when you find a story that you like? Tell it. Santa is Santa. He furrowed his eyebrows and asked, "Grandpapa, didn't the reindeer get tired?" No, child. Reindeers don't get tired. They have too much fun to get tired. They have a big job to do, delivering all those toys to good boys and girls before Christmas morning. With Rudolph in the lead, they don't ever get lost either. He keeps that bright shining nose pointed in the right direction so all of them can see. He was a puny, peculiar-looking animal with a big red nose that shined. The other reindeer laughed and picked on him all the time. "Your nose so big and shiny. No, you can't play with us." That made Rudolph sad. One day, Santa thought about traveling through all that fog and how it would be good to have some light. He thought about Rudolph and his red, shiny nose. Santa called, "Hey, Rudolph, come over here for a minute." He told him, "I need you to lead my sleigh through the fog and the dark." Rudolph was so surprised and honored that Santa would give him such a big responsibility. With confidence, Rudolph said, "I sure will, Santa." "Grandpapa, people say that Santa lives at the North Pole in the cold weather. Why does Santa live in the cold weather instead of maybe California where it's hot?" He could live anywhere he wants, but he loves the cold. He built a nice, isolated, magical workshop far away for privacy and from interference. Way north, far in the desolate, cold forest. He found his reindeer there to help him. And then he found some little people called elves that were very good at making all kinds of toys. They worked very hard year-round, filling up the place with gifts and bags to the ceilings all over the place. The elves get everything ready to be loaded into the sleigh and dropped down the chimney in the homes of children who were on the nice, good list. The elves also kept a list of children on the naughty list. The children on the naughty list got a lump of coal on Christmas instead. You don't want to be on the naughty list. It can be disappointing not to get any gifts to share with your friends, but have them share their gifts with you. Does Santa live at the North Pole with his wife, Grandpapa? Yes, he lives there with his loving wife and, of course, his 8 magical reindeer and some hard-working elves. Where did the elves come from, Grandpapa? Did they live there already like the reindeer? No, they came from all over. They had to pass Santa's test. They could be no taller than 4 feet with pointed ears and long noses. They had to know how to make toys to help Santa in his workshop. They also had to know how to care for reindeer in a sleigh. Like the reindeer, they had magical powers. They had to know how to read and write because they read all of the letters that the little boys and girls sent to Santa so that you will get the present you wanted for Christmas. Sorting out all the things about Christmas can be confusing and tricky for young minds. They may have lots of questions about Santa, his reindeer, and elves. One day, after Grandpapa had finished reading a Christmas story to his grandson looked up with lots of questions. "And Grandpapa, what does Santa really looks like?" "Well, child, he looks just like what you see in the malls. He is a jolly old man that always laughs with a ho, ho, ho. He has a round tummy with a white beard. Sometimes he wears glasses. He wears a red coat, white fur collar and cuffs, red pants, red hat with white fur trim, and a wide black leather belt and boots. He carries a big black bag full of gifts. Santa has different names too. In some places he is called Father Christmas, St. Nicholas, St. Nick, Kris Kringle, or simply Santa like we do. On the night of Christmas Eve, or during the early morning hours of Christmas Day, Santa is very busy. His elves load all the gifts that they have made onto the sleigh. He calls the reindeer roll one by one to make sure that they're all lined up in the right places and ready to go. He yells, "Come on here, Dasher, Dancer. Get in here, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid. Get on over here, Donna, Blitzen." Lastly, he calls Rudolph to the front. "Get on up here, Rudolph, in the front with your nose so bright." The magical sleigh takes off with famous Rudolph in the lead. So, Grandpapa, didn't Santa have to make a lot of trips? Yes, my child, but he has magical powers too. He goes up and down chimneys with a quick nod of his head. With a flash, he enters each home, sometimes through the chimney, dropping off joy and happiness to the good little boys and girls. Sometimes through the front door with a magical key. He fills empty stockings that are hung with candy and other small treats. He sometimes enters through the window as well. He leaves coal to the misbehaving children. He gets lots of help from elves and his reindeers, keeping a naughty and nice list. Then he laughs with a "Ho, ho, ho, Merry Christmas." With a twitch of his nose, he darts out the chimney or out the window, out the door. He flies from house to house on Christmas Eve on a magical sleigh, led by his 8 magical reindeer, leaving presents for all the good little boys and girls. And Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, who thought he had a disadvantage, was given an opportunity to turn that disadvantage into something good by leading Santa's sleigh by the light of his nose. Is Santa coming to our house, Grandpapa? Of course, child, but it will be a little different. Will Santa have to wear a mask, Grandpapa? Yes, my dear child, he will. When it comes to the spirit of Christmas, Santa is Santa. It does not matter what you call him, what he wears, where he lives, or who he lives with. It does not matter if he is black, white, Hispanic, Asian, or any other nationality. It's about peace, love, sharing, and caring. Santa represents all of us, and we all should represent the spirit of Christmas. He's making a list and checking it twice. He's going to find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Do you hear what I hear? It sounds like Santa coming from the North Pole. Are you excited? Let's hope that you will get something good. So, be sure you are on your best behavior to avoid getting lumps of coal. The Christmas spirit of peace, love, caring, and sharing is the most important thing this holiday season. Merry Christmas. Thanks for dropping by and spending time listening to my story. Come back as often as you like. I'll be happy to have you. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Goodbye for now.